Hi, I'm Alix, Paultre, editor-at-large with Microwaves and RF, and I'm here at the Things Industries event in Amsterdam with Gavin Brown from RAKwireless. How's it going, Gavin? I'm glad to see you here at the show.
Really good, thank you, thank you.
Well, you have all these toys in front of us, and I'm a hardware guy to begin with.
Okay.
And all of this, well, you think about it, right? The industry, a lot of it is software focused, RF, a lot of intangibles, but at the end of the day, you need an antenna for the RF, you need hardware for the AI, everything's got to run on something.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's the T in the IoT is the thing. This is where we come in with this product range to really help provide a solution or a platform for those software solutions. And a lot of the intelligence in this domain is driven by software system solutions.
Right.
But hardware is hard. So we invented this exactly to kind of enable a lot of those solutions that would never see the light of day, or would have so much friction that they could never scale to the big
Implementation issues, you mean, or?
Well, there's the kind of design issues. Implementation is one of them. Actually, you've got a use case there where a lot of hardware solutions, you need to scale to a certain amount of units to justify the investment and the difficulty you're going to overcome. And then maybe you have one hardware solution for one use case. This solves that, so you can break free of that kind of one solution for one end use case. But it's kind of to drop another brand name, but not in this domain, but like Lego. It's like think of Lego, but for IoT.
Mm-hmm.
So we're targeting...
Your tolerances are higher.
Yeah. So we're targeting the T in IoT. But additionally, there's some cool things within this product range, we call it a platform, where I think the IoT, we have another definition for it. Rather than Internet of Things, it's installation of things. Because that's the next challenge. So we have some cool things here to help kind of cover all bases, and really to empower those mostly software kind of domain folks out there that have got a great solution for a real genuine problem, but they just got so much hard work to do and friction. Easy to deploy a network now, but to get your thing, the T and IoT out in the world, really hard work. So we want to help those guys.
Well, now, I see this, Gavin, right? You've got this nice layout here. Why don't we start? Why don't you walk us through what we've got here?
Sure. So first of all, it starts with a modular PCB platform. So we have these modular electronic
I'll hold up one, you can
boards.
hold up the other.
Yeah. So basically, they click together. If you can see some of these interconnected modules, they actually click into place with a mechanical connector, and there's some kind of screws to hold everything together. And they're completely interchangeable. So we have various modules. We have like the MCU core, we call it core module, and then we extend into a family of sensors and interfaces. We have over 130 modules, all interchangeable. And another benefit of that, which I failed to touch upon, is when the software guys are really used to changing things later, forever changing things. If you deploy your hardware and you've made 1,000 of something and you got to change it, that's painful. Because this is modular and you can change things. You can go out to the field and swap the hardware. You could take out a sensor that wasn't working for you, put in a different one. Or if you have a deployment that's made up of 1,000 nodes in this building, they could all be different. And you can change them later. So it's fundamentally based on this modular electronics hardware platform.
So it's also scalable.
It is scalable, yeah, scalable. There's going to be one day where the volumes are going to be maybe so high and you can focus your solution. Maybe it justifies you to design something yourself. Then it's a good reason to invest and go down the traditional path. But there's a long way between day one and that day. And this is what this is for, really. So yeah, that's the fundamental. We have two different sizes here, and you can see some of the modules here as an example.
So this is another module.
This is another one,
I noticed there's like stacked boards here.
Yeah, this one is where we have this is specifically audio modules, but in this context, they have to stack vertically because there's not enough room to go in the X and Y direction, become very big. So we have this novel vertical stacking system. Yeah, so that deals with the hardware. Now that goes a long way. If you're a developer, you want to get a piece of hardware from, an idea from your brain out to test. Usually it's kind of like breadboard, VeriBoard, wires, it's like mess, spaghetti, not reliable. So you can use this as a cool development platform. You can, proof of concept really easily, really quickly. But because of the mechanical considerations embedded within the hardware, it is sustainable in the field. We have these robust mechanical fixings. So as a piece of hardware, people are concerned about vibration, movement. It's not an issue with this. We kind of solved that from the get-go. Actually, the connector system we implemented here is from the mobile phone industry. We're happy with our phones moving around in our pockets, so that's not an issue there. So that's the core of the hardware.
Mm-hmm. Now I notice you have these enclosures here. One of them's got a solar panel on it.
Exactly, yeah. So the next challenge that faces the IoT world is the installation of things. Cool, we got a piece of hardware. Actually, we got to put it in an enclosure. We got to get it out into the fields because
weatherproof.
That's not going to work very long. So we invented this modular enclosure system, which we call the Unify enclosure. This is called WizBlock. This is WizBlock Unify. So this is a system. It's entirely modular. What I have here is our small enclosure. We have 3 different sizes. So it's a really nice looking enclosure, which people would be proud to call their own. It's not your standard kind of unbranded off-the-shelf industrial enclosure that you got to...
Flanges visible on the outside.
Yeah. So this looks really cool from the get-go. But I'll jump straight into the killer feature, which is the modular mounting solution. So what you have here are modular mounting accessories. Yeah, so we have this kind of keyed system here, which...
DIN rail.
Exactly, yeah. So these enclosures host this indentation on the back, and the accessories fit in those. And they only fit one way. So you cannot put them in the wrong way, and they're all marked with numbers and letters. So this thing I have in my hand here is a pole mount. So here's a pole mount which is mounted to a pole already. Yeah, a pole already. And you can see this would interface with the enclosure, but you can swap them. And as you rightly pointed out, we have DIN rail, we have a magnet, and again, you can't put them in the wrong way. So there's only one way to put them in. And so
it's installer tolerant.
Absolutely, yeah. Gone are the days where it's like you want to build these yourself. You say, okay, put this on the top. Okay, is that the top or is that the top? You can identify them with labels.
Positional.
Yeah. So currently we have 10 accessories for every situation. One of the use cases here is you can take all the accessories with you, and when you get in the field, you can choose the right one for your deployment. Oh, I need a magnet here. I need a wall mount here. You can choose.
I need a solar panel here.
And this is another feature here. Yeah, we have an embedded solar panel, which is really cool, which brings me nicely into another service we offer, where this solar enclosure started life like this, but we customized the lid to accept our solar panel. And it's also the same story behind the reason we have these connectors.
The I/O, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's here's an example of one where we have an audio enclosure, and this is where we can customize.
Speaker or a microphone?
Anything you want. So we can work with the customers to customize the enclosure, but you can buy them as is. The other cool feature, if I jump to the inside, is mounting the hardware into the enclosure. We have these ready-to-go mounting plates. This will accept the WizBlock hardware. Drop right in. We have this version, which has an integrated antenna, LoRa and BLE, optimized and designed specifically for this. Or if you want to do your own thing, you can do it. Do whatever you want, and if you want to do your own hardware, you can make your PCB this shape. So that's the kind of the cool features and really, really nice things for the people that are really impatient. We have this embedded documentation inside the enclosures.
Well, all of this, these are all well thought out, because the card with the internal antennas, bang, solves an issue right out the gate.
Absolutely, and because right out the gate as well, as your phrase was really cool phrase to use here. They're all IP67, so they're waterproof.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, and you could really, within a few minutes, you could build your IoT node waterproof and deploy it with no stress.
Very cool. So now, we have the devices. I understand that your CEO gave a keynote today on your marketplace.
So yeah, the marketplace is something where we're bringing together partners to kind of have pre-verified solutions and a place to really put these solutions out into the market to make them more attainable and to kind of reduce that time to value, that time to market, because inevitably people are looking for all kinds of things. Some people are looking for this part of the solution, that part of the solution. So our marketplace attempts to kind of bring that together to fast track their journey to something. Usually they're bringing something to the party as well, but the marketplace brings the missing pieces. Yeah.
Very cool.
And if you have the dedication and the desire, then this this is one route into that IoT world.
Very cool, Gavin. Before I let you go, do you have any final thoughts on this technology or some advice for our audience or anything like that?
I think advice would be, fail fast and fail early, and don't be afraid to experiment with tools and platforms maybe outside of your
Comfort zone.
Your comfort zone or your usual kind of experience. That's why we built this, to kind of push that. So yeah, I would say just give it a go. Don't be afraid. Try things out and talk to people. The whole industry has to talk together and share the pain and learn from each other. So don't stay silent in your little bubble.
Well, I'm a big advocate for communication in the industry, and I'm really glad that you came to talk to us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
The pleasure's mine. Thank you, Gavin. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Cool.